Hey guys, welcome back to the studio. Ryan, A.K.A. BloodShot Airbrushing. Alright, hold up. Change in the titles, guys. I know I started this series as cheap and effective airbrushing hacks for beginners. I changed my mind. I started a whole nother beginner series. So, these hacks, man, I've been searching the internet. I do some research. Alright, guys, and even some of the best trained artists that I come across, they don't even know about some of this stuff, it would seem. Alright, guys, so this ain't just for beginners. This is for all y'all. Alright, guys, your airbrushing, these tips and tricks are gonna save you time, and they will definitely save you cash. If you're a beginner, if you're an expert, it don't matter. If you don't know this knowledge, I offer it to you freely, guys. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. So the P40 Warhawk is almost assembled. Keep your guys' eyes peeled for that one. I will be doing a follow-up video, checking it all laid out on the bike. All right, guys. So couple little stragglers. These little guys were left behind. Here, let me. Alright, guys, I'm not all the way there. I still got a bit of work to do, but she's close. She's close. Is at this time I figured I'd better do another hack video. I haven't done one since Christmas, and my god, we're into the new year, aren't we? Well, we're here, guys. Another little time-saving hack. I draw it on here, I cut it out with an X-Acto knife, much as you see here. I won't be cutting the little screw holes, I'll just be using one of these guys. Pow. And then I save it. So, as you can see, this little dial used to sit on top of this guy right here, so I could spray the piece below him, and I will put that back on once I peel all my backing, so I can do a nice drop shadow behind this to make it look like it's floating, and it won't affect any of my highlights that I've ever so carefully put on there. And this is a huge time saver, guys. If you were to cut out a giant circle and then spray black and then retape it and then have to redraw it and then recut it and then mask it out again and then peel it and then do it again and then peel it and then do it again, well, you can see where this is going, guys. So having it there. Another thing I do is some indication lines. So I will do just a little line that goes from the back onto the piece on a couple places, so I know exactly to line it up perfectly. A little time saver, guys. You know it. You know it. I'm on your side. I want to save you time. I want to save you money. I want to make this easy for you guys. Yeah. Doing some realistic gauges. Giving it that airplane feel, even though she's a motorcycle. Yeah. Alright, some tools. Obviously, the masking tape. I got some transfer tape there. I got my stencils. I think you guys have seen these ones before. You can get these at any art supply store. I use them mostly for the circles. Alright, some standard drawing equipment. You got your compass, pencil, X-Acto knife, water-soluble pencils, black and white. Couple paintbrushes for detail. Oh, what is that? What is that? I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, Ryan, what do you use to thin your paints with? What do you use to clean your brush with? Pew pew. That's the stuff, dude. That's what I use. I have been watching a couple of videos, guys, and it would seem that this is like a hidden gem. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. I've seen guys using Windex, isopropanol, antifreeze, guys. Especially if you live in Canada, don't use antifreeze. Yeah, just and mixing a crazy concoction and combination of all of the above and a variety of, and yeah, I couldn't list them all. I just started to tune them all out, man. It got to be too crazy. Oh my god, like Whoa, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And I'm just like, there's guys that are still buying airbrush thinner and cleaner. How are you going to be frugal, thrifty? How are you going to be cheap if you're going to be buying that stuff and flogging it through your brush like crazy? It ain't going to happen, guys. They're going to spend a fortune. Let's just get right to it, guys. This is it. The magic powder, right? The secret solution. Boom. Fantastic. So that's it, guys. That's it. That's the big secret. Mind blown. All right. Fantastic, dude. For 20 plus years, I've been using Fantastik cut with water. All right. H2O. Not distilled. All right. Nothing crazy. You got to go to the store and buy. All right. Tap water, man. You pay pennies for that stuff. It comes to your house freely. 25% Fantastik. You know, one quarter, all right, for those of you mathematicians, and 3/4 water, or 75% water. And this isn't a perfect science, guys. I've got my little jug here, and all I've done is mark a little red line, fill her up to there, top it off with water. That's it, man. This is my cleaner for my hands as well. This is my cleaner for my airbrush. This is my paint thinner. All my water-soluble paints, all my acrylics, FW, the inks, no problem. Autowear, the Createx, all the series, the Wickeds, all the paints, no problem. Now, when you get into the urethanes and when you get into the solvents, then you got to get into automotive thinners, the mineral spirits, the turpentines, the real stinky and stuff. You should be wearing gloves and definitely not breathing in. They did change the formula about 7 years back. Didn't seem to affect much, man. I just kept spitting it through the brush. Works great. The little tiny bottles they'll sell you in the store for airbrush reducer, airbrush cleaner, and you go through that in like an hour. Dude, that thing right there will last me a month. I'm full time. I'm constantly cleaning my brush. I'm constantly spitting paint through it, constantly thinning my paint. And I was asked again about lubricant. Never, not once have I ever lubricated my brush. My needle, my nozzle, nothing, dude. Yeah, that's not true. There's a little pin for your air. I do lubricate that just so it goes up and down and my trigger goes up and down to give me that air. You get too much paint in there, it will start to seize, and you'll notice sometimes my brushes, I'm not pulling the trigger, but it's constantly spraying air. It's because that little pin hasn't been lubricated lately. And I just use WD-40, airbrushing hack 2.5. All right, guys. But this Fantastik, I use it to thin out my paints because it is soap, because it's a soapy solution. It actually lubricates the paint. If I was just using water to thin out my paints, it would actually dry out a lot faster. This lets the paint stay in your brush a little longer. I've gone for lunch, came back an hour and a half later, realized I forgot paint in my brush. Dude, no problem. Clean off my little tip. Good to go, man. I've left paint in it overnight. It happens, right? Never a problem, guys. Throw some more of the solution in it. It's already got some that probably dried up with your paint. Just throw some more in there, let it sit for 15, go in there with a little paintbrush, reamer out, paper towel. My arm, I've been holding you up for so long. It's time for you to carry yourself. Alright, guys. My arm is getting real tired holding up this telephone. So we're going to end it there. Airbrushing hacks for everybody. Cheap and effective. Save some cash, guys. Trust me. This will save you more money than anything else that I can tell you. Multi-purpose, dude. Alright, guys. As always, cheers. Alright guys, here she is, Fantastik Original. It's what I recommend, and I'll do an ingredient breakdown in the description box for those of you who don't have this in your country. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by the studio, and as always, like, follow, subscribe. Thanks for coming along for the ride.